tell that from the title. And if you saw my post on Instagram this Wednesday that's just passed, I am creating one of the biggest London festivals created for readers. So London Book Festival is the biggest book festival in London, but it is predominantly for the industry. Whilst it's open to the public, it's not really a thing where they do signings and, you know, fun creative stuff. It's a little bit more professional, and I'm actually working with them on their festival, which is really fun. But I wanted to create something that was for readers as well as non-genre specific. And as someone who works in the industry and is also a writer and author and reader and, you know, big consumer, I've had experience after experience after experience which has just been negative in all aspects. And for such a community that is supposed to be inclusive, it is the absolute opposite. I know that I'm not alone in that. And for example, one very kind of public experience that most people had in London was the Waterstones Book Fest last summer, which became a health hazard. People passed out. Disabled people like myself literally couldn't even stand. It was in the height of summer and they had no aircon. Thousands of people turned up. People were getting crushed. People in wheelchairs, crutches, couldn't move. It was just an overall absolute nightmare. And so I wanted to create something that was both inclusive for readers and authors, by which I mean not only am I going to have both trad and indie published authors, but I'm having authors from all backgrounds, all genres, you know, raising mostly as much as possible marginalized voices. On top of that, we will have a Palestinian donation box, which I am so excited about. It honestly, like, this whole thing is so exciting and nerve-wracking, but that is one of the most exciting parts of this for me by far. So it's going to be on April the 18th of this year. It's going to run from morning until early afternoon, around 4 p.m. I think. We are doing it in slots and we will have hundreds of people per slot because it's a massive space. It's being held at Dugdale Art Centre in Enfield, London, North London. It's going to have not just author signings, but we are going to have coffee, Palestinian donation box. We're going to have a book swap by Fixie, who is a friend of mine, run by Amy. Just so amazing, exciting. As someone who promotes secondhand books, this is one of my favorite parts of it too. We have an artist who's going to have a table where you can create bookmarks and things like that, and possibly with stickers and things, because I know that a lot of book girlies are also craft girlies. We will have like a separate kind of area for booksellers, so whilst you will be able to buy all the books from the authors that are attending, there will be some other books that you can buy if you want to. They will be a curated kind of choice, again raising marginalized voices. And the book swap, by the way, is literally that. It's free. You bring a book, you can take a book, essentially. But your tickets will be, the link would be down below. It's also in my Instagram bio and on Dugdale Art Centre bio and website. That's where you can get the tickets. Tickets are £10 only. That includes absolutely everything apart from any books you decide to buy and coffee. So drinks, snacks, it's all available for you there, but you will have to pay for those. But it includes all the signings, so you can get a signing with every single author attending if they are during your slot. Slots are going to be announced, so you can wait to buy the tickets if you prefer. That's absolutely fine. We completely understand that. There will be a professionals table, so that again is included in the ticket. We have some incredible professionals who I'm so excited to have on board. You can see our first lineup on my Instagram post, but I will read it out in a sec. But yeah, we have a professionals table where basically you will be able to have a sit down and chat with a professional in the industry, ask them questions, whether it's from, you know, you want to be an author, how do I get signed, blah, 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 or if it's you want to be an editor or something else in the publishing industry, that's going to be there for you. It includes the craft tables, includes obviously the book swap, things like that. It includes any other tables that we have. As I said in my Instagram post, there is a lot still to be announced. The space is massive, however, it is entirely accessible. So wheelchair accessible. We also have, I don't believe there are any stairs. I think it's only, there's a lift, but however, we won't even be using the upstairs space, but it's just in case you needed that. We have disabled toilets. I believe water, kind of like anywhere else, will be free. Yeah, we have just, it's entirely accessible, ramps, etc. So that was really important to me. I'm disabled, so it's very important to me that everyone is going to have a good time. They have aircon, you know, things like that, even though it will be in April and not midsummer, but still. On top of that, we basically, at the moment, the lineup that we've announced is part of it, very small part of it, but it seems mostly romance. That's just because that's the industry I worked in like first. So that's most of the people that I have connected with. However, we do have loads of other genres coming, which is really exciting. So I'll quickly kind of just read out the announcement. So like the post that went up yesterday, essentially who we will be having. Just wanted to, okay, perfect. So we have authors are going to be Bianca Gillam, who wrote Bad Publicity. We have Jack Strange / J.S. Strange, who wrote The Boyfriend Academy. We have Megan Clausen, who wrote Love at First Night. We have Jasmine Burke, who wrote Quarter Love Crisis. We have Rufaro Faith Mazarura, who wrote Skate It Till You Make It. We have Chloe Seeger, who wrote P.S. You're the Worst. We have Sophie Loxton, who wrote Wild About You. We have Gemma Moore, who wrote Untamed Heart. We have Gayatri Kamalakan, who wrote Bad Queer. I actually don't think that's out just yet, but it will be out before the event, I believe. We have Emma Ray, who wrote Love Game, and I think Set on You, and like she's fairly well known as well. We have Roxy Dunn, who has just released Wants and Needs, and we have Lulu Morris, who wrote The Dating Pact. We have Celia Silvani, who's one of my favorite people ever, who wrote Baby Teeth. We have Justin Myers, who wrote The Glorious Dead. We have Tessa Bickers, who wrote The Book Swap. And then the professionals that we have Days Grace, Emily Mia Russell, and Gray. We also have Sarah Jade Virtue, Claire Gardner, and Eleanor Pilcher. And then our tables, as I mentioned, will have the book swap with Fixie, creating bookmarks, etc. So you can see that post. There's probably a couple of like spelling errors because we just were rushing to get it out because we have 2 months now, under 2 months to do this, but we have already so many more authors and professionals to announce, which is really, really exciting. So proceeds basically will go towards event costs because obviously this is a large scale event, so the majority of that will basically just go towards that, and obviously all donation proceeds will go to medical aid for Palestine. So there's no pressure, but if you can donate when you attend, please do. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope there's more to announce. But yeah, this is just something that I was really excited to create, to plan, to get out there, to announce. And I hope to see you guys there. If you have any questions, please let me know. Obviously, like I said, more will be announced as time goes on. We are already rushing to make more posts and stuff, announcing more stuff. So it's really, really, really exciting. But yeah, I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you. Bye.